Tired of the endless hassle of cloud configuration just to get your AI chatbot running? What if I told you that in just 10 minutes, you could have a fully functional FastAPI-powered LLM chatbot without the headache of setting up Azure, AWS or GCP? Hey, my name is Kunaal Naik and I help businesses and professionals like you leverage AI to optimize workflows and upscale effortlessly. In this video, we're cutting through the noise. We'll set up FastAPI endpoint, plug it with your OpenAPI key or any other LLM API key, and use your GitHub repo to deploy a chatbot in record time. No complicated cloud setup, no unnecessary detours, just straight to the point execution. So if you're ready to launch your own AI chatbot without breaking a sweat, let's dive in. Before we go ahead, I wanted to show you the working application. So once you deploy your FastAPI application, the endpoint, it will be available in a link like this, and you can simply just say /docs, right? And be able to access this FastAPI link here. And then what you can do here is that you can extend this and just say try it out and ask the question here. I can just simply say hi, and I can simply say execute here. And it should provide a response here. The abstract provides summary like this, and it will be available like that. So I've been trying around with various examples. I gave a prompt such as brief instructions all about abstract, and this is a RAG chatbot. So there is a document about spiders, and I uploaded that, and it is able to give responses about the role of spiders, insectivorous predators in agricultural field. So it's able to reach my documents and then get a response on top of this. Next activities, obviously take this API to an interface where you can use it to prompt and then create your own chatbot on that. But this is a cool way to just host your own private application. The other thing that you can do is also host your own app or basically DeepSeek model and then use it to get some responses. In this example, I'm going to show you the OpenAI API used to get the responses, primarily because not everybody has access to it. But if you have CloudBean, definitely you'll have your own DeepSeek LLM model to go along with it. So let's begin. You will need a server. You will need a FastAPI app that is available within CloudBean, and then you will need an OpenAPI key to be able to deploy it. And also you will need your own application. I already have this AI voice RAG chatbot. This is developed by one of our community members, and it's now available for install. So I'm going to use this as an example, and you will need your own API key, only then it will be working, right? So you can install all of the things. I'm going to show all the steps, but you need to have your own API key to make this work. To make the FastAPI LLM chatbot endpoint, you will first need a server. So you will basically need one server where you can just go here, add a server on CloudBean. You can choose from all the providers that are available, and you can choose from standard or dedicated. I recommend that you select 8 GB or 4 core for this to be able to work effectively. And you can see the price around here. It'll be roughly around $140, $145 or 11,000, right? You can also do it with a standard 4 GB one also, and it'll still work. But I recommend, if you want to have it in production, have decent users, use this. For this video, I'm just going to go with 8 GB 4 cores because of the speed, and I already have one of them deployed here, that is the dedicated 4 here. So I'm just going to go here, click on this, and you can see I've already deployed a few applications that are available here. So I'm just going to add a new one here. So I'm going to click on add application, and then I'm going to go into the FastAPI, right? So let's go to FastAPI. We'll select that and just say add application. Now, while that is happening, there are a couple of steps that we need to do, right? So the steps I have mentioned here, that is going to be working on the launch manager, and definitely you will need your Git repo for the agent that you have, that is AI voice RAG. So now we have this number of steps that we need to do. We need to create 2 files, bean.conf and .environment, to make it work. And obviously you need your OpenAI API key. So once the app is deployed, first we need to do those steps before we could actually deploy it and run it in production. So as you can see here, now the application has being deployed. It is a fast API 5k something 7. So I'm going to go in first, and first things first, this is the link. If you click on this link, it'll just say FastAPI is running successfully on CloudBean. That's fine. Then I'm just going to go into deployment code here, and first things I'm going to say generate SSH key. And the first step that you need is going to be definitely your Git repo. So I'm going to go here and place this. I'm just going to click on this refresh button. So what this does is just pulls it, and I just need to select the branch here, that is main, and I can just simply clone it here. Now it takes a while to clone it, so just have some patience. Once it's cloned, what you need to do is first, before you do anything, pull and deploy, what you can do is go to the launch file manager, and it'll open up this file manager here. Right here, what you need to do is you need to ensure that you have that conf file added, right? So I'm going to say new file, and I'm just going to say bean.file first. Okay, bean.file, and I'm just going to copy this information here, right? It is app underscore dir is equal to / and app name, main app, and then workers. Okay, so that if you have what is a Docker image, it will be a lot more easier, but yeah, with this we can still make the thing work. Okay, so I'm going to go back now, or I'm going to close this file, and then I'm going to go to this bean.file, and I'm going to rename this. Okay, and I'm going to say bean.conf, and it should be the first file that we had, right? So we added this one. Now we need to create the .environment and then add the open API key. So I'm just going to copy this one here, and we're going to say new file, and I say .env and say create, then paste here. Now it's a short form, it is not this short usually. I'm just going to replace it once I do not share the screen. So once that is done, I'm going to say save here, and I'm going to close this, and then you should have bean.conf or .env before you move to the next step. So do not go to the next step without doing these things, and also have a valid OpenAPI key, or the installation will fail. Installation not fail, it will not work. Okay, now let me go back and try this application. But before we go back, I want to know that this is a RAG application. So we have some document that is available here, and the whole idea is that we be able to speak to this document and get responses from here. So I'm just going to leave this as is. I'm going to go back here, and now I will just enable the build and deployment part of it here, or CI/CD pipeline integrator here, and I'm going to say launch file manager. Sorry, not launch file manager. Just click on pull and deploy. Just close that, that's not required. So now if you can just refresh the status here, it should be not deployed yet, but we can go back to this portion, go back one step here, and you can look at the app logs here. So here you will see that deploy log 1400 a few seconds ago, it's available here, and as you can see, execution finished, right? So all of this installation will happen, and it should be available once you can see any failures available here. So once that's ready, right, let me just recheck the refresh status here. Yeah, it's launched. So now what I can do is I can just go to the access here, click on this link, right, and it should be able to open up. If you want to you might want to refresh it once or twice to get to it, but I've already deployed it and it's working for me here. So all you need to do then is, once this is working, all you need to do is just be able to say /docs, and it should be able to open up like this. Now then you can just open up this environment here, and you can just see query rag is available here. I can just say try it out. I can just say give me all the summary of details in the document in 2 lines, let's say that, and I'm just going to say execute, and it should give you this document discusses the role of spider in agriculture and so on and so forth, right? So that's how you deploy the application and be able to use it. Now, if you want to redeploy it again, what you can go back here, and then again you have the deployment here. You have the CI/CD deployment trigger. All this take some time to load, but if you make any changes to your chatbot here, automatically it's going to come back and refresh it here. Okay, so that's going to be that's how it's going to be going to do, and continuously deploying it here. Now, what you can do is, once you have deployed it, you can definitely pause or delete it and see any log information that I showed you already, right? But you can go back to the list right now. You can go back to the list or go to the applications, and now you can see that your own application is, and you can do several other applications here. But in case you want to delete this application, you can definitely do that. You can delete this application, or if you want to shut down the server, you can do the same, right? So I'm just going to show you how I delete it. I simply just go here and just say delete, and it says yes, and the entire application is gone. So that's how fast you can basically add a server, deploy your own LLM RAG chatbot, delete it, and be able to do and have this versatility, right? And you can definitely choose different other servers that are available within the space. So that's how quickly you can do stuff with CloudBean. Now, in the next video, what I'm going to do is go and experiment with the two other videos. First is I'm going to try to use the Open Web UI, because the chat is a fully made chatbot like ChatGPT like chatbot, and I want to deploy this and be able to use that chatbot, and it looks something like this, where we are going to configure this. And also I'm going to have my own DeepSeek LLM hosted on CloudBean and connect these two and be able to have my own chatbot privately hosted. So that's the first video that I'm going to be making. And second thing, I'm going to use this DeepSeek LLM API and be able to run my own workflow automations using n8n. So these are two videos that are upcoming. Somewhere I should be able to do it in the future, and I'll provide the links below. And there you have it. In just 10 minutes, you have deployed your own FastAPI-powered LLM chatbot without the hassle of cloud configuration. But remember, learning is only half the battle. Applying it is what truly matters. I placed a link to CloudBean's cloud hosting in the description. Sign in, get started today. If you have any questions or want me to cover any more topics, drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.